This isn't just a house, it's a power move. Built by the Vanderbilt family at the height of America's Gilded Age, the Breakers was the ultimate flex of wealth, status, and ambition. Today, we're stepping inside one of the most insane mansions America has ever seen. If there's one place in America that still screams old money power louder than a private jet on the tarmac, it's the Breakers. Perched high on the cliffs of Newport, Rhode Island, this mansion isn't just historic, it's legendary. Born during the peak of the Gilded Age, the Breakers was never meant to be subtle. Its purpose? To dominate the skyline, outshine every rival, and make it crystal clear who was running the room. No apologies, no low profile, pure unapologetic power. Arriving guests in the late 1800s didn't need to step inside to know what time it was. The Atlantic crashing below, the massive stone facade, the sheer scale of the estate, everything signaled one thing: this wasn't a vacation home. It was a power statement. Newport was the summer playground for America's elite, and families competed to stand out. But the Breakers didn't just stand out, it obliterated the competition. The name itself comes from the waves breaking against the cliffs, but symbolically, it meant even more. The Vanderbilts were breaking rules, breaking expectations, and shattering ceilings of what American wealth could achieve. In a world where old European aristocracy looked down on new money, the Breakers shouted, "The United States has arrived." The center of this display of might was Cornelius Vanderbilt II, a man who understood that money alone wasn't enough. Status mattered, image mattered, and architecture? That was the loudest way to speak without saying a word. He wanted a mansion that could challenge the palaces of Italy and France, but remain unmistakably American. Bigger rooms, higher ceilings, more marble, more everything. The first step inside the Breakers overwhelms the senses. Massive archways, sunlight bouncing off polished stone, every detail designed to impress, shock, awe, intimidate. Comfort? Secondary. Impact? Primary. Every corner whispers a singular message: ambition has no limits here. Beyond luxury, the Breakers represents mindset. It embodies a moment in American history when ambition was boundless. Industries exploded, empires rose, and families like the Vanderbilts turned hustle into legend. This mansion is tangible proof of that vision, frozen in stone. As this documentary unfolds, remember, The Breakers is more than a house tour. It's a story of power, ego, innovation, and excess the American way. Love it or hate it, it tells the story of a nation learning to go big and never look back. And this is just the opening act. Before the Breakers became Newport's ultimate showstopper, there was a story of ambition, grit, and grind, the rise of the Vanderbilt family. These weren't European nobles with inherited titles. This was new money, forged through vision, risk, and relentless effort. They didn't wait for permission. They rewrote the rules. It began with Cornelius Vanderbilt, the Commodore. He came from modest beginnings and built a fortune in transportation first. Steamships, then railroads. He saw opportunities others missed. Speed, scale, and influence weren't abstract, they were actionable. Cornelius wasn't just moving goods and people, he was moving America forward. By the railroad boom, the Vanderbilts were untouchable. Rail lines equaled power. Whoever controlled them controlled commerce, cities, and wealth. Cornelius dominated with ruthless efficiency, buying out rivals and consolidating empires. Aggressive? Absolutely. Greedy? Maybe. Effective? Undeniably. He turned transportation into a fortune the world couldn't ignore. Cornelius Vanderbilt II inherited this massive fortune, but his mission expanded. Wealth wasn't enough. Recognition mattered. Legitimacy mattered. The goal: prove American wealth could rival European aristocracy. In the late 1800s, culture, architecture, and visibility were the fastest tickets to respect. Enter Newport. During the Gilded Age, the town became the summer capital of America's elite. Cottages were anything but modest. They were arenas of social competition. Status, influence, visibility, all were on display. And the Vanderbilts? They weren't blending in, they were towering over everyone. The Breakers wasn't a summer home. It was a declaration. American industry had arrived, unafraid and unapologetic. Big risks, big rewards, no safety nets, every marble wall and gilded. Detail reflected a family who believed in going big or going home. After a devastating fire destroyed the Vanderbilts' previous Newport home in 1892, Cornelius Vanderbilt II saw opportunity, not defeat. Instead of rebuilding the familiar, he aimed for unstoppable, something legendary, something that redefined American mansions. That was the Breakers. He enlisted Richard Morris Hunt, one of America's foremost architects and a master at turning wealth into statements of power. Hunt, trained at Paris École des Beaux-Arts, specialized in grandeur, symmetry, and dominance. Royal palaces? He could replicate and elevate. The plan was bold. Over 70 rooms, stone and steel, fireproof, future-proof. A mansion built to outlast generations. Luxury was the goal, durability the baseline. Materials flowed from around the world. Italian marble, rare African and South American woods, French doors, Austrian crystal chandeliers, bespoke fixtures, nothing mass-produced. The message, only the finest would do. Construction was a symphony of coordination. Hundreds of workers, military-level precision, all under tight deadlines. In just 2 years, the mansion rose from blueprint to reality. No delays, no compromises, pure momentum. Technology of the time, electricity, plumbing, elevators was seamlessly integrated, blending old-world style with modern brains. Every design choice reinforced hierarchy, drama, and awe. Hidden servant corridors kept the illusion of effortlessness intact. By 1895, the Breakers wasn't just another mansion. It was a statement. When American wealth played, it played to win. American ambition, in stone and marble, had arrived. Walking inside the Breakers is a masterclass in impact. Outside, you feel the Atlantic's breeze. Inside, power hits you instantly. This house was built to overwhelm. Full force. No subtlety. The Great Hall, nearly 5 stories high, commands attention. Corinthian columns, soaring arches, sunlight reflecting off marble floors. The effect? Guests pause, dwarfed by sheer scale. Every detail screams Italian Renaissance prestige, reinforcing hierarchy and control. The dining room continues the spectacle. Formal, strategic, a stage for performance. Conversation, alliances, even marriages were subtly orchestrated. Gold detailing, carved wood, massive windows, all designed to impress and intimidate. The library offers controlled authority. Dark wood, deep colors, a space for quiet influence, contrasting the flamboyance of public rooms. The music room showcases culture and refinement, emphasizing that wealth wasn't just money, it was taste. Bedrooms redefine luxury. Suites with high ceilings, ocean views, and bespoke furnishings. Guest rooms rival modern apartments. Behind the scenes, hidden corridors ensured servants kept everything flawless. Effortlessness was curated, not accidental. The Breakers' power lies not just in beauty, but in control. Every room directs behavior, reinforces hierarchy, and protects the illusion of luxury. This is architecture as social engineering. Summers in Newport transformed the Breakers from mansion to stage. This wasn't vacation, it was competition. Every elite family came to be seen. The Breakers? The main stage. Social currency was measured in invitations, and the Vanderbilts controlled the ledger. Parties were theatrical. Multi-course dinners on custom china. Orchestras filling halls. Dress codes enforced. Seating arrangements signaled status. Conversations shaped reputations. Deals and alliances formed under the guise of polite society. The Vanderbilts orchestrated every detail. Being at the center of attention meant controlling influence. Outside, the ocean breeze and music masked the meticulous work of hundreds of servants ensuring perfection. Summer wasn't leisure, it was dominance. For a few months, the Breakers wasn't just a home, it was the social capital of America. While life upstairs at the Breakers radiated effortless luxury, downstairs told a very different story. Every opulent detail above was powered by hundreds of unseen hands. This was a mansion built on precision, discipline, and relentless labor. Servants, cooks, maids, butlers, footmen, laundresses operated like a well-oiled machine. Days began before dawn and often ended long after sunset. Mistakes were unacceptable. One missed meal or misplaced item could disrupt the illusion of perfection. Staff lived in small, cramped quarters tucked into hidden wings. Comfort? Minimal. Efficiency? Maximum. Movement was orchestrated to remain invisible. Hidden staircases, narrow corridors, service elevators' luxury depended on the unseen. Guests never witnessed the enormous effort required to maintain the illusion of effortless wealth. This separation reflected Gilded Age social structure. Visibility for the elite, invisibility for labor. Hierarchy wasn't just displayed, it was enforced. The mansion's grandeur rested on this carefully constructed balance. Despite the harsh conditions, working at the breakers was prestigious. It offered steady pay, meals, and proximity to wealth. But the price was high: long hours, physical strain, and constant pressure. Understanding this contrast changes how we see the breakers. It's not just about opulence, it's about the systems and sacrifices underpinning that opulence. Luxury came at a cost, and the mansion stands as a testament to both ambition and labor. By the early 20th century, the relentless pace of the Gilded Age began to ease. Public attitudes toward ostentatious displays of wealth shifted. Taxes rose. Scrutiny of the ultra-rich increased. The appetite for extreme extravagance cooled. After Cornelius Vanderbilt II's death in 1899, the breakers' social dominance waned. Grand parties became smaller and less frequent. The mansion, once buzzing with influence and spectacle, grew quieter. Its scale and grandeur remained, but the world around it was changing. The very traits that once inspired awe, immense scale, audacious detail, social orchestration, now sometimes drew criticism. Wealth needed discretion, influence, subtlety. The overt flexes of the Gilded Age were fading into history, yet the breakers endured. It remained a monument to a period when ambition knew no bounds, a bridge between eras, a frozen moment of audacious American excess. Its story reminds us that even empires of wealth and power meet the realities of time, culture, and evolving values. Rather than letting the breakers fade into obscurity, the Vanderbilt family donated it to the Preservation Society of Newport County in 1948. This decision transformed the mansion from private estate to public treasure, a living, breathing testament to the Gilded Age. Preserving the breakers is no small task. Every ceiling painting, crystal chandelier, carved marble column, and ornate wood detail requires meticulous care. Restoration costs run into the millions. Craftsmen blend traditional techniques with modern technology to maintain authenticity. Visitors today can walk the same halls as 19th century guests, witnessing both glamour and labor, understanding the orchestration of opulence. Preservation doesn't just protect stone and marble, it preserves a story, a mindset, a moment in American history. Thanks to careful stewardship, the Breakers remains one of the most visited historic homes in the United States, inspiring awe and reflection while teaching about artistry, engineering, and social hierarchy. The mansion stands not just as architecture but as an educational bridge to the past. In the 21st century, the Breakers continues to dominate Newport's skyline and imagination. Tourists, historians, architects, and creators flock to witness its audacious scale and craftsmanship. Over a century later, its impact remains as immediate as in 1895. Visitors feel the energy immediately. Marble columns soar, ornate woodwork dazzles, chandeliers sparkle, and the Atlantic view reminds all why the cliffside location was chosen. Visibility, prestige, and statement-making power. Guided tours reveal both public rooms and hidden servant corridors, illustrating not just luxury but the labor that sustained it. Modern exhibitions, photography projects, and educational programs connect contemporary audiences to the mansion's history. Even in the digital age, the Breakers inspires. Social media, travel blogs, and documentaries amplify its story. It isn't just a relic of wealth, it's a symbol of vision, scale, and audacity that continues to captivate imagination. The Breakers bridges centuries, preserving Gilded Age spirit while inspiring new generations. It proves that true architecture Ambition and power never go out of style. The Breakers is more than a mansion, it's a statement. Every marble column, gilded detail, and grand hall tells a story of ambition, audacity, and strategy. The Vanderbilts didn't just want comfort, they wanted legacy, recognition, and dominance. The mansion embodies the highs and lows of wealth. The glamour above, the labor below. The display of success, the machinery that made it possible. It's a masterclass in storytelling through architecture, where every room, corridor, and fixture communicates power. More than a century later, the Breakers still inspires awe. It educates, fascinates, and provokes reflection. It reminds us that ambition, risk-taking, and vision can produce monumental results. It's a bridge to the past and a lesson for the future. Boldness leaves a mark. Ultimately, the Breakers isn't whispering history, it's shouting it. And in that proclamation, it captures the essence of American ambition: fearless, unapologetic, and unforgettable.